Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Um, Sorry you can't see my face, but this video is not going to be on. This is the box fan I was explaining in my last video to Westinghouse. I'll do a separate video on it someday, but what this video is about is going to be under this here tote. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I own an old generator. Unfortunately, as you can see, I don't have room in the shed for it. Plus, it'd be kind of hard for me to bring it up here when I need it. Bear with me here, my arms are a little like jello. So this generator's 1976, I think. Yeah, this thing is from 1976. I checked it. The air filter's brand new. So we just put that in. I didn't do should have done a video on it, and I don't think I did. But same concept is with the Murray, which I think was in my last video. I could convert this to a regular canister air filter, but those are not cleanable. But and again, on a generator, generators are not usually in dirty environments, so this filter might last a while. It originally had Poinson condenser. That's really the only thing that's been bypassed or replaced besides carburetor and gas tank are not original. It's got the original filter housing and screw. I got the original gas cap to it. That's in storage. It's a 2,000 watt Montgomery Wards, 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. It is using oil. There's an ear missing on the starter clutch, which starter clutch is original. I've never replaced the rope. I've had it for 10 years. I think as of this year. I think I got it in 14. Maybe 13, maybe. I've replaced the outlet on it, because the old one, well, it worked, but around where the ground wire is broken. It originally had a kill switch up here on where you see my hand. I'm doing this. That's the original kill switch, which it did not have when I got it. I had an old an old snow blower that had a similar motor that had that clip on it. I don't use it for one because this coil has the rubber boot on the end of it, so it's not going to work. Besides, I really didn't need it, but since I had it, I put a switch on it. We're killing the motor. Check the block oil. Shoot, I didn't do a video on that either. I just did an oil change on it. In February, March, around the end of March. So it's been a month for that. The muffler is not original. It's got a Harbor Freight muffler, which I think eventually we're going to have to replace that because that's getting kind of rusty. And got some gas pipe on it. I'll make sure it comes off too at some point. But anyways, we're going to do a cold start on it. That's in there good. Now, I guess the only way to get it off would be to take the gas tank off. But he ain't doing any of that. I don't know how many threads is on that. But at least I got it loose. Yeah. I don't run it so very often, so it's always got old gas in it, and older gas. But I try to fill that up every so often. Well, about once a year it gets filled up with gas. I was running it, and she got used a good bit last year. So I was using it to run my electric weed eater just to kind of keep the flow going. One issue that I have is the choke. Choke, you have to hold it, and the vibration of them pulling it over, it's just it goes in, and I just well, it stayed out that time. I'm the life. Fired that last is because the choke keeps closing, and I'm having a hard time holding it. Phone up, the noise vibrates the porch. Always take any electronic is what I was told recently. Plugging in at the top. You always want to exercise the generator besides running the motor. someday I'd like to convert this to non-starter clutch. But then again, I take care of the one that's there. I'll have to fix it someday. I am thinking it might be the head gasket. Like I said, I don't think that fan was... So maybe it was spinning up all the way. You know, keep an eye out because the generator wasn't so loud. Probably would done on it now, but... Yeah, that's why I ain't going to explain the history on it. Or at least on how I got it until I do a video on it. I was just seeing if the generator would run it. Just put it this way. It's now just getting used. I've had it probably for 6 years. And I've only maybe used it once. Now it's really getting used. So, there you got it. There's the 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. Backed up, powering a 2,000 watt generator. You see that I got more information on it in some of my older videos. It's been with me for quite a while. Sorry about the hand. I've had, let's see out here, Honda, Champion. No, let me start by the order. I've had a Honda, Coleman, Kawasaki, Craftsman, John Deere, 3 Champions, which those 3 Champions, they went together to make one. And then, of course, this one within the last 12 years. The Champion, well, I'm still trying to get a hold, trying to get it back because I let somebody use it. And then it went into some storage building. And, yeah. So, but as you can see, oh, where is she at? That Old Faithful, she kind of stuck with me. I'll tell you a quick history on it. Traded a laptop. Dell Latitude E6 something 40D. Designed for Windows XP. Motor was locked up. And it just had a pipe just sticking out for an exhaust. Hurricane Isabel. When Hurricane Isabel came through, that was the last time it was used before I got it. All I had to do was put a muffler on it, the plug, unstick it, change the oil. And like I said, it's been with me quite a bit. And we moved over there a few years ago. We lost power. We left the Old Faithful at the old house. We kind of needed it. So if you kind of lose power a lot, have a generator around you. You might not lose it. You used to lose it growing up, and that's like, I met this guy. I bought old fans off him, and he had this old generator, and well, he found out I was working on computers, and he's like, well, I need a laptop. I was like, well, what do you got for trade? He's like, I got this old generator. So does it run? No. When was the last time it ran? Oh, a few years ago when Hurricane Isabel hit. Okay. Send a picture to my buddy. He's like, yeah, let's get it. You got it running. Well, like I said, up until a couple years ago, it would only run like 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Solved that by getting rid of the points condenser and putting a newer style coil on it. That fixed that problem. And I was having issues with the carburetor, so I spent this, I think, $60, $70, and they put a used rebuilt carburetor on it. The old gas tank was old. You can't buy these gas tanks no more. And if you can, they're like $150, $160. to me, that might actually be worth it. But this gas tank's actually really good. Because I have one of those, camera things, borescope thingy, camera thingies. Actually, I don't know, I don't even think I stuck that in there. I may have just stuck a flashlight in there. Kind of really looked at it real well, and it looks good to me. Once a year, I usually change the oil, clean the filter, and pull the plug out and either clean it, or clean it and put it in the shed, because I have a, container full of plugs. I'll pull one out that's already clean, and of course, throw that in there, so now I'll have a whole bunch of plugs to clean. So, and then I change the oil on it once a year. I try to do cold start videos on it once a month, which I didn't do one last month. So, when you run it, a generator like that, you gotta exercise it. I mean, she's old, but I think she'd survive a power outage. I'd like to I want to try to do a head gasket on it, and maybe try to fix the shroud on the top, and then maybe order a new starter clutch on it, or I'd like to maybe bypass it and put a regular, but then that means I have to change the top to one that's not designed for a starter clutch, which I don't have all those parts. It'd be easier for me to just do a starter clutch. I got the tool for that, but it seems like this starter clutch is still good. Oh, that's another thing that I do now that I got the tool in the socket. I take the starter clutch off every year and clean the shaft. We're definitely got rain coming in, because it was in the 80s. Now it's 70. Feels like it might have went lower than that. So got those killer bees flying around. So keep an eye out. We got my last video. Well, actually, my last video was the garden video. The video before that was when I did. That's my filter video. And that's same with the generator. Same exact procedure, just different style filter. Shape. The diesel's still there. There might be a video on the diesel trying to get it back together so I can sell that. And then we got another video. I have another video to do on the Murray, because I have other parts coming for that. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one. Thanks for watching.